This is Ramu, Professor in Department of CSE, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, Hyderabad. Today I am going to start new course. The course name is Beginning Python for Everyone. So in this course we are going to start with a very basic level. Before going to the programming language, first we need to what is the difference between the users and programmers? Users and programmers. How users are different from the programmers? How users are different from the programmers? See, if you see here, users see a computer as a set of tools. How? The users can see a computer as a set of tools like word browser, spreadsheet, and map and to-do list. Means the users can use system as a user perspective, like your calculator. What is the purpose of calculator? To perform the calculations. What is the purpose of VLC player? To watch the movies, right? So like that, the users can use the computer, right? Can use the computer. But coming to the programmers learn the computer ways. See, that is the difference between the users and programmers. Users and programmers. Programmers learn the computer ways, right? How it works, and they learn the programming languages or computer languages. So a small doubt, sir, what is the need? Why you need to learn the computer programming language? Generally, you have a doubt, right? So I have a small real-time example. For example, after your graduation, you may get a job, right? For example, in Chennai, right? So for example, you don't know about English, you know only Telugu, right? So suppose you enter into the Tamil Nadu state. You enter into the Tamil Nadu state, right? So you don't know Tamil. You don't know Tamil. You know only Telugu. You know only Telugu. For example, if you want to live in the Chennai, so you should learn the Tamil, right? Otherwise, it is very tough to live, right? So like that. So if you enter into the computer world, or if you communicate with the computer, you should learn the computer programming language. You should learn the computer programming language. The computer programming language, in generally, computer understands only zeros and ones. Computer understands only zeros and ones. But the developers, who are the programmers, we call them programmers, who are the developers, develop the high-level languages to understand the computer. Those languages we are going to learn. For example, if you want to learn mission level language, that is not at all possible, because suppose for example, if you want to print a C, just C, if you want to print the C, what is the ASCII value of capital C in C? So C, capital C ASCII value is 65, right? Capital A ASCII value is capital A, ASCII value is 65. So B ASCII value is 66, right? C ASCII value is 67. So first you need to convert this 67 into binary. So then only you'll get the binary form of this value. So for example, if you perform this operation, see 3, and we'll get the 3 and 1 is the remainder, right? 1 is the remainder. Next 2, and we'll get that 1 and 16, right? 1, right? So next 2 and 8, and so we'll get 0 is the remainder, right? So next 2, 4, 0 is the remainder, right? So 2, 2, 0 is the remainder, right? So 2, 1, right? 0 is the remainder. See, 1, 0, 0, 0. So 4 zeros, right? So 1, 1. So suppose if you want to print C, just C letter, you need to use this much of binary form. So practically it is not possible with the human, right? So to overcome this situation, so the developers developed high-level programming languages. So we have so many high-level programming languages. See, if you consider high-level languages, programming languages, see, so C, Java, Python, and CPP, C++, and many more. So many languages are there, right? So many languages are there. So here the programmers can learn any one of the language to control or to communicate the computer, to control the computer, right? See, programmers have some tools that allow them to build the new tools. So you may see Facebook, Gmail, okay, or in your laptop or in your system, you may see so many players. So you may see, right? So all the tools, all the your players or all the tools are used to develop some other tools, right? That is the capable of programmers. See, remember, programmers are the creators. So users are the followers. That is the difference between the users and programmers. Users can follow you, but programmers create a new things. That is the difference between the programmers and the users. You be like a programmer, not be like a user, right? So next, so the programmers to reduce the user burden. The programmer reduces the user burden. So for example, if you may observe in the recent days, so FASTag is very famous. FASTag. So why? So FASTag, due to FASTag, so you're reducing your travel journey. So for each toll plaza, near 10 minutes of time reduced, right? 10 minutes time is reduced. The reason behind that is automation. The reason behind that is automation. So because of if the vehicle is entering to the queue, so no need to wait for the change and so getting the sleep, everything. So all the things are automation without intervention of the human, right? So when it is so very if you develop a automated tool, what happens? So the tool make you the human efforts are burden, so reduces. It reduces the human burden or efforts. That is the main purpose of the tools, right? So coming to the Python. So why you learn the Python language? See, the first thing is it is a general purpose interpreted language and it is a high level language. It is a high level language. So what is the meaning of interpreted? So you wrote interpreted. What is the meaning of interpreted? See, we have two types of tools: compilers and interpreters. Compilers and interpreters to convert your high level programming language into the low level programming language, right? So high level programming language to low level programming languages conversion, you need tools. Two tools are there, right? One interpreter and next one is the compilers. Right? So how compilers work? So what is the difference between the interpreters and compilers? What is the difference between the interpreters and compilers? See, interpreters execute your code line by line. Executes line by line. So line by line it will execute. Okay, na? But compiler execute entire code at a time. Execute your code at a time. That is the difference between the compilers and interpreters. That is the difference between the compilers and interpreters. So okay. So next, it is an interactive programming language. It is an interactive programming language. Means you can communicate with the language and in meanwhile. So that is the facilities available in the Python language, right? So next, it is object oriented. So what is the meaning of object oriented programming? See, everything is accessed through the objects. It is called as an object oriented programming language. You may have that C++, C++, and Java. Both are also C++ and Java are also object oriented programming languages. So coming to the C is a structured programming language. That is the difference between the C and Python or Java. Okay, na? C is a structured programming language. CPP and Java and Python all are the object-oriented programming languages. Object-oriented programming languages, right? So coming to the next, yes, it is a high-level programming language because just now we've seen it is very tough to understand and as well as give the instructions to the computer in terms of mission-level language. So mission-level language is not much easy when you comparing with the high-level language. High-level language is like even our regular language, regular communication language, right? That is why. See, the Python is developed by Guido van Rossum during 1985 to 1990. Sir, you may have a doubt. Sir, the language is developed in the 1985 and 1990. Why this is not heard in the earlier? So now it is very famous. What is the reason? Is there any reason? Yes, ma. Is there reason? One reason is there. The reason behind that is so generally the Python is a language is very useful when the data is very huge. When the data is very huge. So if you consider that our computer, the technical background or computer science or so technical point of view, the data which it creates from the for example, if the data is created from the 1950 to 2050, what is the data you have created, the data means nearly 65 years, nearly 65 years, the data which you created in the last 65 years. So the data which you created in the 2016 to 2020 is more than the data. So more than which you generated in the 65 data is multiples of, and is it multiples? It's a multiple data. So that much of huge data is there. That much of huge data is there. To handle that kind of data, so it required a highly efficient tools. That is the one of the programming language Python and Hive as well as R language. All are the data manipulation languages. All are very useful while you are creating or while you are what it is called to get a result from the huge data. Okay, right? So hello world program. So before going to that, so I request you to please download that IDE. You can use just go to the Google and type it Python 3.6, or now currently it's trending the 3.9. So as you wish, you can download any one of the language, any one of the software, Python 3.6 or Python 3.9, as you wish. First you can download that and install into your computer. Okay, now from here we are going to practice and we are going to experience the Python IDE, right? So this is the first program. Generally in any language we are going to start with the hello world program, right? Hello world program. Here if you observe this program, see, if you want to print a hello IARE, so generally if you want to use print same thing in the C language or as well as in Java, so you should write all the libraries and everything you need to write, right? So nearly the code, if you want to print a hello world, it required a 6 to 7 lines code, right? 6 to 7 lines code. But the same hello IARE is print using only single statement in Python. That is that much simple, right? Python is very simple and it is a very efficient and it is very intelligent also. It is also very intelligent, right? So that is why Python is that much famous, right? So now we'll see how print. So what is a print? And how print will work? See, print is a statement. The statement is used to print your data in console. Print your message in the console. That is the purpose of the print statement. Generally, in C language, you can use a printf. In Java, you can use a system.out.println, and as well as in CPP, C++, you can use cout as a print statements like that. So Python supports a print as a statement to print the data, your message in the console. Print the data in the console, right? So how it will work? Suppose if you want to say hi to the computer. See, hi is a string, right? Is a group of characters, right? So you should enclose as a string with the double quotes. Then it is called as a string, right? So print is a statement. Suppose if you want to print something in the output, you should give the string as an input for this print function. Input for the print is a string or a identifier. So what is the identifier? So I'll tell you later. So we'll discuss identifiers, variables later. So up to now, so we have given either a string or identifier. You know very well, string is enclosed with double quotes. It's called as a string, and you can give the string as an input for the print statement. Okay, so let us see in IDE how it will work. See, so if example, see, I'm going to print hello IARE in the console. Hello IARE in the console. See, let us see what happened here. Yes, I got the output, right? So if you observe, sir, you said that always you passing, you said that only it allows only strings and identifiers. Sir, can I, is that brackets are, I mean, the brackets are, is that important in the printf statement? Okay? So, I don't say anything, you just try it. So, as your doubt, this is your doubt, right? So, hello. This is your doubt, right? So, if you try it, then you'll understand what is going on, right? So, please remember one thing. If you want to learn programming, if you want to learn coding, so you should think creatively, right? You should think creatively, then only learn the programming language. So don't follow as it is whatever you said, whatever your sir said, or whatever you seen somewhere. So you should do some experiments on the statements, whichever they were given the uh, your sir, I mean your faculty or your whatever in the any web resources, right? So if they said that, so you should use a curly, you should use a brackets. You just try it without braces. What happened? So we're getting a missing parenthesis. Missing parenthesis means it is a syntax errors. So what is a syntax errors? What is the meaning of syntax errors? Means, so remember one thing. Any kind of language. So even if you take a C language or if you take a normal language, also they have some rules. Every language has some rules. You should follow the rules. Then only we'll get a proper meaning. We'll get a proper meaning. If it is not good, what happened? Your sentence may get wrong a message, right? That is the same like that. Python also have some rules. Okay, na? So you should follow the rules. If you didn't follow the rules, you will get a syntax errors. You will get a syntax errors. You will get a syntax error. This is the problem. This is the problem in your languages, right? So as well as, sir, one more thing. So can I write like this? Can I write like this? So hello, can I write like this, sir? So sir, you said that always message is put in inside the course. So I'm going to use without course. So what it generates? So we'll just try it. Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. Just it generates an error. Please note down that error, ma. Please note down that error. And in the future, if you get that kind of message, you should understand easily. So what is the error and how it will generate? Okay. So that is the main purpose of the experiments, right? So hello, see what it is showing, that naming error. Hello is not defined. Hello is not defined. So why it is showing that hello is not defined? Why it is saying that hello is not defined? The reason behind that is, for example, in your class 60 members are there. For your class 60 members are there. Okay, 60 members are there. 60 members are there. Okay, 60 members are there. The new faculty came into your class. So the faculty is going to take your attendance, right? So he's going to tell that going to call the roll number. So one by one. So she don't know how many are there in your class, right? So how many count of your class. So he's going to start the roll number 1, yes sir. Roll number 2, yes sir. So like that, the count is going to the end. Roll number 55, yes sir. Roll number 59, yes sir. Roll number 60, yes sir. Roll number 61, sir. No, nobody is there with the roll number. Means you are generating an exception, sir or madam. So no one is there with the roll number. So you are saying like that. So means the identifier, the ID is not exist, right? The ID is not exist. The roll number 61 and the roll number 61 ID is not exist. That is the case. You are raising an exception. Sir, roll number 61 is not there. Like that, you are generating. I mean, what it is called, generating an exception, right? So like that, here hello is an identifier, simply called as a hello. So when you write without quotes, those statements are considered as a identifiers. Without defining identifiers, if you going to print the identifier, it generates an error, naming error. It generates an error, naming error. So the identifier is not exist. The identifier is not exist. To overcome that, for example, if I store something in the hello, if you store something in the hello, now you can try it. So how it will, see, now it generated an output as 10. We don't have any error because now I assigned hello to some number. Now hello is working as a identifier. So earlier So hello is not defined. Hello is not defined. That is why it generates an error. It generates an error. So please write all these kind of experiments in your IDE. Then only you'll understand the how the Python will work, as well as so who will as my knowledge, you people are very good to learn the syntaxes, but you people are unable to put some efforts to practice on those syntaxes, right? So it's very easy to learn. You people very know well known about that. What is a for loop? How for loop we can write and how we can print everything you know. But only the thing is a lack of practice. So if you practice, then only you can make something creation, right? So don't be just follow as a. I mean, you're not a typist, right? So the program whichever there you just like typing, right? So you should think in a different manner. You think in a different manner, and you should try to incorporate in the experiments things in your editor. So it is the starting stage, and it is a very good thing initiation to learn the programming language. Okay, so if you follow as it is, you never. I mean, it is not at all possible to learn the programming language. So who will do the experiments? Those people are eligible for the good programmers, are the title for the good programmers, right? So next, yes. See, I hope you people are clear with the print, how print works. So what are the errors it will generate? So what is the difference between the string and the identifier? Okay, so no issue. We'll see all the things what is called identifier and string, everything in the future classes. So right. So lines and indentation. So what is the meaning of line and what is the indentation? So generally, suppose for example, generally one flow is there, right? So for example, your friend is, I mean, I'm going to, so here, so I have a two choices. So if so you have a two choices, right? So if if your father accepts, you're going to movie. Otherwise, if your father not accepting your proposal, then you should go to the college. You should go to the college. Means based on the condition, your flow is dependent. Your flow is dependent based on your dad condition. Means if your dad is accepting, means your condition is true, then you will go to the movie. If your dad is denied, then you should go to the college, right? Should go to the college. Means here the flow of execution means the way of things, the way of doing things today is based on your dad decision, right? So like that, a program is also contains a different flow of execution. All flow of executions is based on the what is the condition you are going to take. The condition is true, the flow of execution is one way. The condition is false, the flow of execution is in another way. For example, I'm going to take this is the one flow of execution, right? But some point of view, so you need to change you should go to the college or movie. You should go to the college, right? So either movie or college, right? Based on the condition. If the condition is true, it comes to here. If the condition is false, it should comes to here. This is the main flow. This is the subflow. Remember one thing: the flow which comes under the movie, all are in the same block. As well as the actions which comes under the college, all are comes under the same block. Sir, what are the actions? Means if you go to the movie, see, so you should watch the movie, and as well as you can take some break, and you can take some snack. So all are comes under in this block. So coming to the college, so go to the college and attend the class and go to the canteens. All comes under this block. All actions related to the movie are comes to this block. All actions comes to the C language. I mean college is comes to here. So you should mention something to represent these all blocks in a one pattern. So in C language, generally you can use a flower brackets to represent the all kinds of block, all kinds of same kind of actions. So you just use this kind of brackets. But Python doesn't support this kind of facility. then how we can handle this kind of blocks? How we can handle this kind of blocks? See, Python doesn't support the brackets. That is the problem. So to overcome that, we are going to use a number of spaces. Number of spaces. For example, you are not using any spaces. You are not using any spaces. Any spaces. Then it is all considered the same execution. Same execution flow. Suppose you are going to use a two spaces, right? All the statements use a two statements. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All these four statements comes under the one flow of execution. Comes under one flow of execution. So all the remaining statements, whatever you wrote here, all these are comes under the different flow of execution. Different flow of execution. So that is the main difference between the spaces. If you use the extra space, so it is the value of the changing the flow of condition. Remember one thing, if you give the one extra space in a Python, it is a value of to change the flow of execution. That much important is there for the space. So that is why be careful before going to give the space. See, a statement within the block must indent in the same amount of space. Means, suppose all movie statements, all movie actions contains the same number of spaces. All college actions contains the same number of spaces. Then only all considered as a single block. Otherwise, so every block will get a different kinds of indentation, and it is caused to generate an error also. So be careful with that. So here I am going to show you a small example. See, according to this example, see, here we are going to check that given number is 2 or not. X value is 2 or not. Means your daddy is accepting your request or not. If your dad is accepting your request, if his condition is true, if your dad is accepting your request, then you should go to the movie, right? If your dad is denying your exception, your proposal, then simply you comes to the else part and you should go to the college. Means the actions which you performed in the movie, all you should write in the same indentation. See, all the same spaces. Here also I am using the same spaces. All college actions you are going to write here. Means, so please remember one thing. Even one extra space is also caused to change of your flow of execution. One single space, that is the value of the space in Python language. Python, the space is very important. So let us see with the editor. What happened here. See, for example, already just print I am going to use hello, right? Hello is the identifier, already I stored. Earlier I stored. So it is going to print hello, right? 10, right? So now I am going to do, see, print hello as it is, but what I am going to do, I am going to use one extra space here. See, one extra space here. I used one extra space here. Right? The extra space is caused, see what it's shown. Sorry. See, it's shown that unexpected indentation. So why you used space? Please check your code. He used unused space. Unexpected indentation means he used one extra space. That space is not necessary. Your program is your statements are not in the proper indentation. The interpreter is showing the error. So according to that, you should correct your statements. So if I remove the if I remove the space, then I'll get a same answer. See. Now I'm getting an answer. Because of if you used one extra space, it's going to generate an error. Because of that goes to the different flow of execution. That is why, right? So I hope you people are clear with how indentation works in the Python, right? So the today class we have seen So how the users are different from the programmers, as well as how the print statement works in the Python language, and as well as we have seen lines and indentation, lines and indentation. Okay, the next class we're going to see so how keywords and variables will work, right? And my suggestion is, so before going to the next class, so you should install Python IDE in your system, and you should practice all the suggestions whatever I have given, as well as you try with the different errors. Means you try to do as many as mistakes. Then only you people can learn the programming. So don't think if you execute a program first time you are the good programmer. So who will fail more times, they will get more knowledge in the programming language, because each failure they learn something extra from the errors, right? Okay, thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.